Robert Sugden hasn't been back in Emmerdale for very long, but plenty has changed during his absence. While he was away, his cousin Serena Sugden arrived in the village, and his former husband Kev Townsend also made an unexpected return. In upcoming episodes, Robert comes back after visiting his sister in Portugal with Charity Dingle. However, he is stunned when he discovers that Kev is back, and one issue immediately dominates his thoughts. A newly released clip shows the exact moment Robert learns about Kev's return. Before long, the conversation shifts to the status of their divorce. For Robron fans, the quick progress on the divorce means attention can finally move toward Robert and Aaron's long-awaited wedding plans. Kev is more than willing to help move everything along. The preview also features Robert meeting Serena, and he is delighted to discover that she is now in the village. Since Robert spent years behind bars, it has been a long time since the cousins last saw each other. Their reunion raises questions about what their relationship will be like going forward. Serena first appeared earlier this week after stopping near the village during a journey because she needed to use the toilet, leading her to head into the nearby bushes. Without her knowledge, Charity Dingle was close by, overwhelmed by the secrets she had been carrying about baby Layla and Dr. Caitlin Todd. The sounds coming from the bushes startled Charity, and when Serena emerged, she immediately realized Charity was in emotional distress. Although Charity was cautious at first, she eventually decided Serena could be trusted. She opened up about everything she had been going through, while Serena patiently listened. After saying goodbye, Serena entered her car and programmed Emmerdale into her sat-nav. Once she reached the village, she made her way to Emmerdale Farm, where Serena Sugden informed her that Robert was still away. Despite missing Robert, Serena was pleased by the opportunity to reconnect with Sarah, whom she had not seen in more than a decade. Elsewhere this week, Kev made his return to the village and was seen working from his bakery van when Liam Kavanagh arrived with alarming news that Lewis Barton had been kidnapped. As Lewis's biological father, Kev immediately abandoned what he was doing to help. During the ordeal, it became clear he also needed to return a necklace to a woman named Kylie, although he hesitated despite insisting he had changed. Kev eventually accepted that helping his son mattered far more than holding onto the necklace, so he returned it to Kylie. Soon after Lewis arrived home, he came face to face with Kev. In a moment that surprised everyone, Kev stood up and performed Boyzone's father and son in an emotional attempt to reveal that he was Lewis's father. Feeling overwhelmed by the revelation, Lewis made it clear that he was not interested in building a relationship with Kev. Later, Kev spoke with Ross and Nicola King in the pub, explaining that he did not want to reveal such life-changing news and then disappear again. Instead, he announced that he intended to remain in the village. The question now is whether Lewis will eventually give Kev the chance to become part of his life. Dr. Todd's death sealed in Emmerdale as suspected killer's motive emerges. Mackenzie Boyd is unable to control his rage in upcoming Emmerdale scenes after learning that Dr. Caitlin Todd sexually assaulted Charity Dingle. During Thursday's episode, Charity finally confessed the painful truths she had been hiding. She first admitted to sleeping with Ross Barton before revealing the truth surrounding baby Layla. The revelations left Mac completely stunned, but there was an even bigger shock to come. Charity then disclosed that Dr. Todd had raped her and had been blackmailing her over the secret involving Layla. Although Mac was furious about the lies and deception connected to the surrogacy, he quickly realized that Charity needed his support more than ever. He urged her to report Todd to the police, believing the blackmail allegations could strengthen the case against the surgeon. In the episodes ahead, Mac struggles to cope with everything he has learned. Unable to process his emotions, he lashes out and attempts to provoke Kev Townsend into a fight. Kev, who appears determined to leave his troubled past behind, refuses to rise to the bait. Instead, he asks Mac what is really bothering him. Running out of patience, Mac admits that Charity had an affair. Kev advises him to take revenge, but to do it in a smarter and more calculated way. Determined to face the woman responsible, Mac travels to Sheffield, where Dr. Todd is now employed. Inside the hospital, he confronts Todd directly, but she firmly denies sexually assaulting Charity. Todd continues trying to manipulate the situation with repeated lies and a seemingly remorseful attitude, but Mac refuses to believe a word she says. As his anger reaches breaking point, Mac vows to make sure Todd is sent to prison for what she did to Charity. When hospital security moves in, he issues a chilling warning, telling Todd he will kill her if she ever goes near Charity again. With Dr. Todd's departure from the soap already confirmed, and another major attack set to rock the village, Mac's violent threat could soon come back to haunt him. Later in the week, police officers arrive looking for Mac, leaving him facing serious questions. Has Dr. Todd reported his threatening behaviour to the authorities? Or has Mac gone even further and attacked her himself? Emmerdale's Gabby set for powerful, never-seen-before storyline. Gabby Thomas is preparing for an emotional new journey in Emmerdale, as she becomes the focus of a deeply moving storyline centred on an unhealthy fixation with food. The issue has been subtly developing over recent episodes, but it is now expected to become one of the soap's biggest storylines in the weeks ahead. Rosie Bentham has also spoken about the plot, calling it both heartbreaking and highly relatable. Earlier this year, reports revealed that Gabby would be given a major storyline exploring an unhealthy obsession with food. Fresh details have now emerged, with The Sun describing the upcoming plot as an emotional and heartbreaking watch. Viewers have already noticed signs that Gabby's relationship with food is becoming increasingly unhealthy, and those warning signs are about to grow into a much larger problem. Fans may remember that Gabby was hospitalized last year after making herself seriously unwell. She had been following an extreme diet and demanding fitness routine in an attempt to fit into a dress. In more recent episodes, she has focused heavily on introducing a plant-based menu at the Hyde, while also dealing with a blow to her confidence after being rejected by both Vinny and Ross. Those emotional setbacks are expected to push Gabby even further, leaving her increasingly consumed by an obsession with health and body image. Rosie has reflected on the difficult storyline as her character battles growing insecurities. As Gabby's dark fixation continues to unfold, Rosie Bentham has revealed more about the emotional scenes viewers will soon witness. Speaking at the recent Trixie Awards, she explained, "This is Gabby's story, and, like I said, it's something that has never been explored in a soap before. It's incredibly relevant because of social media and everything happening in today's world." She also suggested the storyline could attract a wider audience, adding, "I think even people who don't usually watch soaps will want to tune in because it's so different and will really resonate with a lot of viewers." Exactly how serious Gabby's obsession with food will become has not yet been revealed. However, the storyline is already shaping up to be one of Emmerdale's most emotional plots, carrying an important and timely message. Emmerdale star Chris Coggle was once married to a famous TV actress. Emmerdale actor Chris Coggle, who plays Kev Townsend, recently appeared on This Morning. Here, his high-profile former marriage unexpectedly became a talking point. Emmerdale is broadcast on ITV every weekday at 8 p.m, while new episodes are made available from 7 a.m. on ITVX.